the Omaha area. There was rotation in the western suburbs of the Omaha area. No confirmed tornado as of yet from what we have heard. Nevertheless, tornado warning still existing there just off to the west of the Omaha area. We'll continue to keep in touch with Ben McMillan and see what he is seeing in those areas as Jim and Mark monitor the radars as this moves closer and closer to the Omaha area. Those winds obviously are going to be a problem with that thunderstorm, whether we have a tornado or not. So let's get back now to Mark and Jim at the expert desk to see the progress of this thunderstorm moving toward Omaha. Guys?
Thanks so much, Nick. And that really is the key. Mark Elliott here with Jim Cantore. And you know what? Jim's still analyzing the radars, but you know, that storm that is moving towards the Omaha area no longer has a tornado warning. That's the good news. The bad news is that there's still a lot of very gusty winds being indicated with that system moving smack dab into the city center, Jim.
Yeah, and again, with the high-resolution radar, you can actually see that. You look at this, you're like, that is just an absolute mess. You're going to have some very, very heavy rain. It's already coming into the west side of Omaha. The good news is, Mark, we've lost our tornado warning. The bad news is that doesn't mean we will not get strong winds, all right, with this. Here's the apex of the bow. Air is charging toward the east with this thing, and it is potentially producing winds up to 70 miles an hour, anywhere from Bennington almost into the city now.
Almost there.
Do we have any cameras, guys? Oh, where is it? Is that Ben? Look at that.
Yeah, that's...
all right, so you know what? Whether you're in Springfield or Omaha, that's what it's going to look like right there when the wind and the rain move on through.
So much rain that it's having trouble getting that feed all the way to us. Is a little bit jumpy now because there's rain fade. There's just a mess out there. The windshield wipers can't even keep up.
You know, this is the kind of rain that when it comes down, you think, okay, well, I can kind of drive through this pretty decent. It just piles up on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get about a half-inch accumulation that you're driving on. Next thing you know, you're hydroplaning, you lose control of your vehicle. So when you see rain intensity like that, where you see tremendous lowering of the visibility, just slow it down, guys.
You got to leave so much more distance between you and the car ahead of you when you're driving through conditions like this. Not only is it hard to see, but it's much harder to stop because of that hydroplaning. Jim, while we're looking at this video, take a look at the high-res velocities there. Any indication there from the radar what those wind speeds are? Does that let you know on the
I have to scan up and down there, but Jennifer said she saw about 50 knots or miles per hour, Jen? 55 knots. So, you know, 60 plus miles an hour coming into Omaha. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, and so
that's what we're warned for, is something that's just severe. But this is a far cry from the 75 we had measured earlier, and also the 90 that was estimated. So
still enough to cause a headache if you're on the roads with that kind of rain and that kind of wind. It's definitely white knuckle driving right now through the Omaha area.
And if you're a trucker, you're coming west on I-80 through Omaha, you're going to run into that wall. And I know a lot of those guys and gals watch us on their remote radar. They can actually have a remote
television
signal exactly coming in and out, so they can watch us. And you'll notice again, Mark, the warning is east of Omaha into Iowa, so not surprising.
I mean, they got to warn so far out ahead of even the heavy rain because the winds are just racing out ahead. Again, these winds are moving at highway speed. So, you know, we continue to see that heavy rain on the left side of your screen. It'll go in and out because there's just so much rain there. So much rain, so much wind. That's Ben driving on through. On the bottom of your screen, you have the live radar and the timing of that radar for the wind.
Yeah, so here we are. Perfect timing, actually, with the wind. 7:39 in Omaha. It's on your doorstep. We're just about there. 8:15 for Honey Creek, 8:37 for Underwood, 9 Neola, and Shelby at 9:43. So these are winds at 60 miles per hour. Let's see what happens once it gets outside the warning, outside this Honey Creek area. That means, you know, it could be a whole different animal at this point. It could have gusted itself out. It may not be certainly as strong, but the storm's back to the west. You said we had confirmed damage now, Mark?
Yeah, confirmed damage right there along the, let's see if I can pull that up again. It was right over the Grayson. Is that a...
I thought you said something about Dakin.
Yeah, you're right. So, Highway 4 east of Dakin, there was some confirmed damage. That was probably with that second storm in the line.
It is. Here's Dakin right here. Here's what's left of this storm. It's opened up. all right, at the present time. So, you know, you've still got a supercell here, but it's not strong enough to produce at least damaging wind or a tornado at the present time. So Dakin damage, but now with that wind and heavy rain, Swanton, Wilbur, Plymouth, you're all into this. And
is that a lingering warning off to the right? You're just scrolling past it. Is that for this next storm out ahead of it, or is that an old warning? Can you tell?
Let's loop it and find out and see when that came out. It may be for the, I think it's for the next storm in the line. So
yeah,
here's
so
why.
the National Weather Service is seeing that next storm showing some pretty good signatures as well, some pretty good rotation. So there is that tornado warning still in play.
So
That's Fillmore and Thayer, possibly?
214. Let's see what it is. It is Phil.
Yeah, it is the Fillmore and Thayer. That tornado warning goes until 8 o'clock local time. So still another 25 minutes at least on that storm, with the storm really just approaching that warning area right now.
All right, so let's take a look. I just put the latest speed and direction in this. So what we're going to ask this radar to do is tell us where the rotation is, and this is exactly why the tornado warning's out.
Yeah.
All right, so what they've done and say, look, this isn't strong enough yet to include Deschler in this, even though they could have. But the point is by the time it may tighten up, it may be just to the west of Hebron. Belvedere, you're in this. Carleton, be on the lookout here. You've got a tightening circulation here. And this is one of those situations, Mark, where the supercell has actually cycled.
Yes.
All right. So it looked really good coming out of Kansas. It weakened a little bit, and now it's starting to cycle a little bit again. So watch out again around the Hebron area. So there it comes out of Kansas, and now working its way again right there into south central Nebraska with a tornado warning out for the Fillmore area. Not surprising given what we see on the radar.
And so we are watching all of these individual supercells off in a row. They're continuing to race on off towards the north and east,
including Indiana and Michigan. Big time wind here coming right through LaPorte, Michigan City. Could be wind gusts over 70 miles per hour.
And getting confirmation now of wind gusts near 70 miles per hour, right about 69 miles per hour. So we will update you on that when we're back.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 76. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Monday, partly cloudy skies. High 85. Winds east at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Four-wheel steering is why I get up in the morning.
The only thing better than the smell of fresh cut grass is the smell of perfectly level, fresh cut grass.
That yellow seat's my favorite chair.
You want to find a John Deere dealer? Just set your GPS to Tractor Expert.
When my grandson grows up, it's his, but it's all mine now.
That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere. Get $600 off all John Deere four-wheel steer lawn tractors, now at a dealer near you.
At Residence Inn, you have room to stretch out, room to recharge, and room to walk tall. Because it's not a room, it's a residence. Residence Inn.
It's always the same dilemma. Who gets the Allstate Safe Driving bonus check?
Rock beats scissors.
Wife beats rock.
And with 2 checks a year, everyone wins.
Switch today and get 2 safe driving bonus checks a year for driving safely, only from Allstate. Call 866-906-8500 now.
Zach really loves his